Gonna grade this one a B-.
Thirsty. How's it going, dude? So we're also doing this on New Game Plus. I don't have a New Game Plus file on normal. And the most unlocks I have is on an easy playthrough. So that's what we're doing. We're going to just do it on easy difficulty with New Game Plus, where basically every weapon has infinite ammo. I don't have the infinite rocket launcher, though, which is kind of a bummer, but whatever. Oh, Cal, you started Killer Frequency? Nice. I love Killer Frequency. I think that game is really fucking neat. And yeah, I did get it for free, but then I also bought it on PlayStation because I liked it enough. And then I also bought copies of it for multiple people because I liked it enough. And I wanted more people to play Killer Frequency. Coolio! How's it going, dude? So yeah, like I said, New Game Plus, easy, infinite ammo. Because I don't really particularly like Zero that much. It's fine. And also, we have limited time. I have a copy of Killer Frequency for Oculus Quest, and I still haven't played it. You should, because it's a lot of fun. I'm sure you saw Grady's playthrough of it, and that game slaps. I like it. My only issue is, if you want to, replay it to get, trophies and whatnot, there really isn't, or, achievements or whatever. It's very fixed. And there's a lot of unskippable sequences, so if you replay it back to back, it can be a little samey. But if you space out your playthroughs enough, it's fine. But I think it is a really, really swell little game that is fun and genuinely clever. Once again, I'm going to mute for the opening cinematic.
A Midwestern town in America, Raccoon City. A solitary island far off in the sea, Rockfort Island. An island that would become the second Raccoon City, Sheena Island. There are still many unanswered questions about these seemingly unrelated yet intensely traumatic events. Though it is believed that the international enterprise umbrella was somehow involved, little is known as to the origin of this faceless corporation. When was it established? By whom? And how was the T-virus created? To uncover the truth, we must delve deeper into the events which transpired in the beginning, before the mansion incident.
Do you think so too?
Yeah.
Do about it.
Hold off for a while.
I wonder how those hiring people would react to this.
Began as a simple investigation of some bizarre murders in the suburbs of Raccoon City. Nothing in our training could ever have prepared us for the nightmare that ensued. We never stood a chance.
What's going on? HQ,
Emergency landing. Oh.
Check the current position and investigate the surrounding area.
Captain, look! Captain!
What happened?
Court order for transportation. Prisoner Billy Cohen, ex-lieutenant, 26 years old. Court-martialed and sentenced to death July 22nd. Prisoners to be transferred to the Regathon base for execution.
Those poor soldiers. They were good men just doing their jobs, and that scum murdered them and escaped.
All right, everyone, let's separate and survey the area. Our friend is brutal and ruthless. Keep your guard up.
A train?
The door to safety is shut. There is no turning back. Radiscore, thank you for the raid! Sorry for the delayed thanks. I was muted during the cinematic. How was Dead Space 3? How was your stream, Radiscore? Welcome on in, Raiders. I am James, also known as Saber0307. We are currently going through Resident Evil 0 as part of my Resident Evil Legacy Road to Requiem for Back to GHOUL, where I go through basically all of the Resident Evil games, or most of them anyway. I have, yes. We've gone through almost all the Resident Evil games before. The only one I haven't really... The only one that's readily available, rather, that I actually haven't played to completion is Revelations 2. One of these days, though. We're actually doing this on a New Game Plus run on easy difficulties, since I kind of have a tight deadline in order to get through as many of these games as possible in order for a Capcom Creators Program raffle/contest. And we're using infinite ammo as well to make it even easier. It's going to be great. Final boss at Dead Space 2. I don't even remember what the final boss at Dead Space 2 was. It's been forever since I played that. It's long overdue. One of these days I'll get around to replaying it. But hopefully you did have a good time with Dead Space 2, and I've never played Dead Space 3, so hopefully you have a good time with that. I've heard mixed things, but I do want to go through it at one point. Ideally in co-op with my buddy Jack, because that sounds like perfect brain rot gooner material. It's gonna be great. Low ammo, no health, and the wrong weapons. Oh no! I'm sorry. That's awful. That can always make things obnoxiously difficult. I am so sorry to hear that. Hopefully Dead Space 3 runs smoother for you. I don't know how difficult it gets, though. But I do remember Dead Space 2 could be pretty tough at times. Beautiful. It's good to co-op.
This is Officer Chambers from Stars Bravo team.
And vibe.
Please identify yourself. Is someone there?
The government has announced that it has set out to protect our department. But as of 2 years ago, when several plans were set up, the local government stepped in and took
Oh, bro is killing me.
Oh no! This is specifically also the HD
What just
remaster.
happened? I thought they were dead.
They ain't dead. Not yet, anyway. Hold on, let me adjust the audio just because I think it's maybe a smidge low. I might regret this when fucking Harold shows up with his goddamn violin. He tries to seduce everyone with the opera singing leech man. But yeah, I want my first playthrough at Dead Space 3 to be co-op whenever I do get around to it. Same with Fear 3. And I'm hoping I can do that with Jack Cider. It sounds like it would be a grand old time of stupid vibe moronic bullshit. Alright. I know I don't need like 90% of this shit because we got infinite ammo, but I'm, you know, fucking old habits die hard and I like picking shit up. Give me that Magnum. Anyways, if anybody has to dip for post-stream care, totally understand. You know, get some eats, get some rest. Pet your doggos. Do whatever you need to do. Etc., etc., etc. Sounds good. Enjoy the lurk. Thank you again for the raid. Hopefully work goes by smooth. What do you mean I can't? Oh, because I fucking dropped the fucking bag. Whatever. It's fine, chat. It's fine. We can just pick this up. Passenger's Diary. That wasn't what I wanted to pick up, but it's fine. July 14th. Orders came from the boss today. Looks like we're in charge of investigating the remains of the Arklay Mountains laboratory. We're moving in 2 groups. The initial group is assigned to start checking what's left of the abandoned experiment. Oh, and before I forget, you know, if you aren't following the channel already, I certainly would appreciate a follow. I'm trying to hit 700 followers before the end of Back to Ghoul. We are currently at 683. We were at 685, but presumably either people got sick of my bullshit or Twitch purged some more bots. And if we can hit 700 followers, I'm going to be streaming Dead Rising 1. But of course, you know, no pressure. If you don't like my content, you don't like me, you don't want to follow a stranger, that's fine too. Anyways, have a great day. Moving 2 groups, the initial group is assigned to start checking what's left of the abandoned experiment. July 16th. Unfortunately, test production of BOW, Big Old Wiener, type Y139, had to be suspended because of this investigation. It's the same type Y139. Or it's the same with type 1... Wait, what? Yeah, okay, it's the same with type Y139. There's still so much we don't know about responses to crustacean. You fucking idiot, James. Crustacean T-virus. There's a lot of interesting research left. Depending on the species and nurturing conditions, only minute doses of a T bring about remarkable changes in solidity, size, multiplication of internal toxins, brain development. These effects can be controlled, a powerful weapon could be produced. But the sudden development of the shell results in a corresponding fragility. Certain areas become exceedingly weak. Problematically, one of these areas is the head carapace. This lab we are going to, were they pursuing the same research? It would certainly help to find data and samples that would help us in our research. June 19th. Was that July? Or was it June? Yeah, that was July. I guess that's 1997, maybe? June 19th. The day is finally approaching. I am growing more anxious. The Raccoon City newspapers and TV stations are full of reports about the bizarre murders in the suburbs. It can't be the virus, can it? If it is... No, I can't think of that now. I have to concentrate on this investigation and make sure it goes smoothly. Oh god, I'm getting spam text messages. Spam text messages. Give me that goddamn AIDS spray, please. Thank you. Okay, can I dump more shit here? Or are you going to... Yes. Why, dude? Why won't you let me leave it? Why? ¿Por qué? Okay, we got both of them in there. It's fine. We'll leave them in the other room. I don't need handgun ammo, dude. I just want to pick it up because I like picking stuff up. Making things neat and tidy. You can go here, and you can go here. We'll keep the handgun on us for the lulls, even though we have the big pew-pew gun. There doesn't seem to be anything of use. Inks ribbons, dude. Just to make it safe, because we were playing it a little loosey-goosey with Code Veronica. I will make an official save here, just for the sake of it. Bazinga, beautiful, beautiful. Investigation orders. Stained with blood, some sections are whatever, you know what it is. James can't speak. 8 miles north of Raccoon City in the Arklay Mountains lies our company's management training facility. It was shut down years ag. Now W are conducting a preliminary study into the reopening of the Fassi Iddies. First investigation unit is already on site and opening to investigation. I want our team to provide suppo T. The following orders are Will M. Bark and 1S I got O T. The rest is torn and unreadable. Staggering content. Let's go. Beautiful. I'm hoping that I can actually beat the entirety of this game in one sitting, but because that would make things easier. Then we could start peak tomorrow with Resident Evil 4. But I don't know how long I'll be able to go for today, and more importantly, I do have a bunch of shit that I need to take care of. Currently working on a thing. If you know, then you know. But if you don't, that's fine. You'll know soon enough, hopefully. There we go. Gina, thank you for the clip of my word vomit. It's locked and can't be opened. The door reads conductor's office. Hey, give me that. This train employee's corpse has been brutally torn apart. He's holding something. The train key, dude. Yeah, give it to me.
But Doctor, I am ReactBot.
Billy. Lieutenant Cohen.
So, you seem to know me. Been fantasizing about me, have you?
You're the prisoner that was being transferred for execution. You were with those soldiers outside.
Oh, I see. You're with stars. Well, no offense, honey, but your kind doesn't seem to want me around. So, I'm afraid our little chat time is over.
Wait! You're under arrest.
Yeah.
No thanks, Dollface. I've already worn handcuffs.
I could shoot, you know.
Oh no.
Edward! Are you alright? What happened?
It's worse than... We can't. You must be careful, Rebecca. full of zombies and
No, that's Dead Aim, Cal.
Zombies and monsters.
That's the one made by Kavya, aka the Drakengard devs. Get out of here. Edward, you were so happy just a few hours ago. He's holding something. Dead Aim is the one also where half of it takes place on a boat. Because I think that no, Gaiden was the first entry the first entry of the franchise that started Capcom's love affair with boats. Because despite the fact that this franchise is localized as Resident Evil, and you would assume that there'd be a lot of residences, the overwhelming majority of the franchise includes fucking boats. It's hilarious. Get out of here. Now, this is the one that takes place directly before Resident Evil 1, and it's supposed to, like, fill in all these allegedly unanswered questions or whatever. Fill in the gaps about how the T-virus outbreak was started and all this other stuff. And in reality, it just kind of is really, really goofy. And like the overwhelming majority of prequels, kind of really unnecessary. It does have a lot of really neat ideas in it, though. Like, it takes the zapping system and kind of amplifies it considerably. You actually control two people simultaneously. So I think we played a game semi-recently where it was like co-op, but you controlled both characters at the same time. And Resident Evil 0 kind of does that as well, although you can kind of have the AI also control the character as well.
This is Rebecca. Over. Enrico! Hello! Can you read me? Please respond.
Rebecca, I can hear you. Now listen up. We've obtained detailed information on the fugitive from a document found in the wrecked wagon. Billy Cohen killed as many as 23 people. Over.
23 people.
We have also confirmed that he was institutionalized, so keep your guard up. Can you hear me, Rebecca? Over. Stay alert, Rebecca. He wouldn't think twice before killing you.
Enrico! Captain! Hello? Hello!
This game was also originally going to come out on the N64, Cal, and then the N64 version was scrapped and development was moved to the GameCube. This also used the train key. Did away with the series classic item box in favor of allowing players the ability to drop items wherever the hell that they want. Which is kind of a neat idea on paper, but in execution it can make things a little more tedious.
It's gonna be dangerous from here on in. Why don't we cooperate?
Cooperate with you?
Listen, little girl, if you haven't noticed, there's some pretty freaked out things on this train. And I, for one, want to get out of here. I don't think we stand a chance doing it alone.
You expect me to trust you, a wanted felon? I don't need your help. I can handle this on my own. And don't call me little girl.
All right, Miss Do-It-Yourself. What should I call you?
The name is Rebecca Chambers, but that's Officer Chambers to you.
Well then, Rebecca, why don't you go and try while I wait here?
One of these days I would love it if a build of the N64 version was like showcased or leaked. Notice to supervisors. When closing the dining car, supervisors are asked to switch off the automatic doors after ensuring all staff have vacated the car. The main automatic door power switch is located on the roof of the fifth car. Inspections will take place when the train is garaged. After inspections are complete, use the ladder at the rear of the second floor dining car. Umbrella Corp Maintenance Department. Also, Leechmen. Opera singing Leechmen. That's what caused the T-virus outbreak, Cal. An opera-singing leech man. Who seduces women. Not really, but still.
Excuse me, sir. Sir.
It's giving Sigma.
Oh no! Reactbot, could you fight the opera-singing leech man for Cal's affection?
That was not Pog.
I think Reactbot's jealous.
Big dick energy.
That was actually really well timed.
Are you okay?
Hey chat, do you like opera? Because we're about to get some opera. This is a really weird franchise.
Who is that guy?
What's going on? Who's controlling the train?
Nanya?
Go and check out the first engine car. Listen, we gotta cooperate with each other from now on. You got that?
Well, I don't...
Clue in, girl. Or maybe you like being worm bait.
All right. But you just remember, I will shoot you if you try anything funny.
Yeah.
Fine. Now take these with you. If
Bitch,
you
I don't
find
need that.
anything, give me a call. All right?
I got infinite ammo. You have infinite ammo. We all have infinite ammo. The RE0 is a little weird. Player Manual 2 is character switching. This isn't really fucking lore, it's just mechanics, so I don't give a shit. See, I can move Billy with the right analog stick. But Billy will also move on his own. Half-eaten eel. Half-eaten eel? Half-eaten meal! Alright, what do we got?
Okay.
Excuse me. Now this game does also, like I said, its inventory management is a little more obnoxious than in some of the other Resident Evil games. Because both characters can only carry 6 items with no inventory slot upgrades. And this game decides to really go hard on having weapons that take up 2 item slots. Which is a little on the annoying side. It's usually for stuff like a shotgun and or the grenade launcher. But it is still kind of, sort of, annoying. I get it for like the rocket launcher, but still. Power cable has been disconnected. I don't mind inventory management when it's done well. I think it can add a layer of depth and strategy to your horror game. But it's also very, 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 very easy to make it kind of tedious and frustrating. And having super limited inventory slots mixed with being unable to store anything in a storage container to pick up wherever, can easily do that. I don't mind Tetris to some extent with inventory. Like, I think the attaché case in ye olde Resident Evil 4, and even Resident Evil 4 Remake, is actually really, really well done. You know? But when you have a bajillion and one items, it can be annoying. Zero is mildly annoying. But I've played games that have far worse inventory management mechanics. Namely Martian Gothic Unification. Which is my new go-to example for terrible, 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 terrible inventory in a video game. And that's a game where every character has 12 inventory slots. Well, like when it gives me 3 billion more items than I can carry, yeah, it can be a little annoying. Which is what Martian Gothic is. Martian Gothic is a plethora of one-time use items, along with a no dedicated file section. So every single file that you find within the game is actually taking up a slot in your inventory. And it does have storage spaces, but those storage spaces can only contain a handful of items. You can drop items whenever you want, but it's not ideal. Again, there's so many instances of like one-time use items in Martian Gothic. It's pretty aggravating. Again, while I'm more muted on Zero, I don't hate Zero. I think it's a decent Resi game. It also doesn't help the fact that this game came out like, was it 8-9 months after Resident Evil 1 Remake, which for me is kind of the gold standard pinnacle of survival horror games, especially for Resident Evil horror games. So like it's just immediately directly compared to that, and it's like, maybe it's a little unfair, but it's still not bad. It's decent. I really wish we had a 2 remake in the style of RE1 Remake. Especially because I imagine, unlike our, the current Resident Evil 2 remake, there wouldn't have been cut content, and the zapping system would have been properly implemented. Hypothetically, a Resident Evil 2 remake done in the style of Resident Evil 1 Remake could have been the best Resident Evil game. Because excluding remakes, Resident Evil 2 is actually my favorite classic Resident Evil game. And they could have also like done something really, really cool with Resident Evil 3 as well. My ideal sort of remake of Resident Evil 2 / Resident Evil 3 would have been to like kind of fuse them into a single mega game, and have much more connectivity between the two. Note from Conductor, especially because, half of 3 takes place before 2, and the other half of 3 takes place post 2. The key card for the driver's compartment is in my bag as always, but I need the other guy's key to open the damn thing. But it looks like I've lost it somewhere. If it was a normal key, someone would be sure to turn it in, but this key is different. I'll look for it too, but if you happen to find it, please hand it in. Thanks in advance. Now again, I really like the current remake of Resident Evil 2. But I'm also a slut for fixed camera angles and pre-rendered backgrounds. I think you can make your game look really, really, really cinematic. And I will go out on a limb and say that granted, again, this is a HD remaster, and maybe some textures aren't quite that, you know, they've aged a little bit, and the character models have aged a little bit, but I think, like, visually, both Resident Evil 1 Remake and Resident Evil 0 have aged remarkably well, given the fact that they're games that released originally in 2002. Like, I think these games look really, really good. It helps that it's, you know, not hyper realistic and still kind of going for a little bit of stylistic flourish. Which, you know, makes things age a little better. Curse, don't you lie to me. Like, this may be a hot take, but personally I think, Double Raid! I think Wind Waker's aged better visually than Twilight Princess. Neo Draymond, thank you so much for the raid, dude. How was your Final Fantasy IX stream? Welcome on in, Raiders. I am James, also known as Saber0307. We are currently going through Resident Evil 0 as part of my Resident Evil Legacy Road to Requiem, which is a sub-series within Back to Ghoul, where I do nothing but horror games for a few months. If you need to do post-stream care, like, you know, going to BRB, you know, go to the restroom, get some food, get some rest, totally understand. Go take care of yourselves. You need to take care of yourself. If you're not already following, I sure would appreciate the follow. I'm trying to hit 700 followers before the end of Back to Ghoul, which is probably going to be mid-ish November. I don't really know anymore. Yeah. Ooh, very cool. Congrats on reaching the final dungeon. One of these days I'll get around to streaming 9. Okay. That's an ink ribbon, and I'm just gonna immediately drop it because we don't have the space. And I don't need the ammo, it's just I want to touch it. Just let me touch it. Just let me touch it. I guess we can't open that cabinet. Whatever, it's fine. I will take the shotgun, though, because we can use the shotgun for Billy. Billy boy. Billy Cohen. We'll leave the pistol, though, because we no longer need that. Yeah, I don't give a shit about no painting. I think we have to send the ice pick to Billy. I think. Ah. Oh no. Oh no. How'd you get on the train? Yeah, that's what I thought. My gun go big pew pew. You get out of here, you piece of shit. Any big pew pew in chat? Yes. Gino, don't you lie to me.
10 out of 10.
We all know you got that Magnum Pew Pew. Tee hee hee. You know, don't you lie to me. Before I bother to send the ice pick up to Billy, to Billabah, we should check. There's something stuck. Yeah, okay. We need the Yeah. Plus, I like the idea of the initial train setting, even though the train is a surprisingly really short chunk of the game. But to be honest, to be fair, like I don't really know if there's much else you could do with the train. This game also does kind of have some of the I'd say some of the weaker new creature designs, like just giant frogs and like tiny monkeys, which is kind of weak. Also, Leechman is really fucking annoying. Also, Gino, I just realized that you were asking about the other pursuer enemies yesterday, and I missed it. So on top of Mr. X and Nemesis, there is Jack Baker from Resident Evil 7. There's also Marguerite from Resident Evil 7. And Lady D. And I'm sure Requiem will also have a pursuer enemy. Namely that mysterious serial killer type dude who was appearing in the trailers or whatever. And 4 kind of sort of has a quasi-pursuer enemy in the form of or 4 remake rather. In the form of the mayor. I forgot his name. Access panel. There's no pursuer in... Oh, and 6! 6 also has a pursuer enemy. Kind of. It's more scripted and set PC. But the, Ustanik, I think that's how you pronounce it, for the Jake and Sherry campaign. Because 6 was supposed to kind of quasi-represent, whatchamacallit? An homage to Resident Evil 3.
You stay here.
Yeah,
Follow me.
yeah.
Okay, they're both on attack. Good. Just Billy was kind of spacing out. Oh, wait a minute. I think this is just used... Yeah, that's just used for Molotov, so we can leave it. Strange odor lingers around the cage. The gold ring, dude. There's a hand-operated brake here. You'll need the magnetic card to operate it. Release lever. Pull it.
Follow me. I'll go.
I fucked up. Hookshot Operator's Manual. This device should only be used when inspecting difficult-to-access car roofs, or when connecting special train cars or special trains. Return to its proper location after use. Where to use? There is a ladder outside the small window by the first floor section door of the third carriage. Fire the device so that it hooks high onto the ladder. Using the winch to climb. After securing the hook, use the winch to lift yourself up. This grappling hook can only lift one person at a time. Be aware that the unit may be damaged if lifting more than 80 kilograms. No fat people, is what they're saying.
Come on.
Okay.
Which means no me. The door is now unlocked. Oh no. Yeah, that was rude. Oh good, I love empty bottles. I would like to see a classic Resident Evil game done in that has both being able to leave items and inventory boxes. I think that would be nifty. No. So anyways, we started blasting. Oh, there you go. An RE spin-off where you play as the Atom Box. Real talk, though, I really wish Capcom would make a spin-off that kind of goes back to the classic style. Through the window, you see a broken ladder. It's of no use right now. I mean, the item box is clearly a bag of holding. And a pocket dimension. And maybe a lich. Looks like there's a passenger cabin below the crack. Jump down through the crack? Cal, we're jumping through the crack! Get out of here. Cal loves jumping through cracks. That's why they call her Crack Jumper Cal. The jewelry box? Oh no! Get me out of here. Get me out of this shit. Oh no! Cal, the leech man made babies!
Thank you. Very cool.
Cal, did you impregnate the leech man? By pegging him? Did he sing opera while you pegged him? Off of me. Get away from me. We have all this shit. No! Get off of me. Bad leechman. Came from there, so hypothetically, we go down here, and we should be back with Becky. Becky Boo Boo.
Come on.
Okay.
I don't know if we need the hook shot right now for the remainder of the train. I don't think so. No! Yes. Yeah, we totally couldn't have, like, pried that open, but, you know. We got a blue key card. Alright. It's been almost an hour. Hey! Thank you, Crypto Designs. It's been almost an hour. I'm going to take a quick BRB, so I'll see you in a few.
I don't get it. can't do that anymore because of woke.
No, I am not Canadian, no. I am a United States citizen, for better or worse. Born and raised in Los Angeles, California. With a father from Pittsburgh, whose family is like, descends from like Germany? And I think Holland? Although they've been in the States since like 16 or 1700s. And my mother's side of the family has been here since the 1920s.
Let's go.
Okay.
And they are from England and Spain. But Cal's Canadian. Cam, who stops by, is Canadian. There's a few Canadians who pop by. So I always joke that Cal has snow powers. The door is now unlocked. Yes.
This is Delta Team. This is Delta Team. We have gained control of the train.
Oh no.
Understood.
This does not make any sense. How was the T-virus leaked? And why did it contaminate both the lab and the mansion, as well as a train almost 3 miles away?
That's irrelevant. We must make sure no knowledge of this gets out. Destroy the train. Completely. How far away are you from the...
You really are quite cute.
No, you. Also, that's the same Wesker as in Code Veronica. Same VA. Although in Wesker mode, they brought in DC Douglas to voice him. For grunts and efforts and stuff. They had a different voice actor from, for RE1 Remake. Yeah, Koss's side of the, Koss, who is one of my mods and regulars, he is also Ukrainian descent. The engine chamber is badly damaged. There's no way to fix it. Oh no. And the prom's tomorrow. Just realized it might have been wise to save earlier.
I gotta stop this thing.
Oh well. Brake operation manual. Using the brake control, following the following 3 steps are necessary to operate the brakes. Activating the controls. Brake controls are located in the following locations. First car, driver's compartment, rear deck of the 5th car. To activate the system, you must insert the magnetic card into the device in the 5th car. This will supply power to both sets of controls. Rear deck code. Enter the code for the rear deck unit to release the lock. After this, the driver's compartment code can be entered. Enter the driver's compartment code. Enter the code for the driver's compartment unit to remove the lock. Upon completion of these 3 steps, the manual brakes can be used. Who will stay behind? Billy.
I'll go over to the back deck and manipulate the control panel for the brake. You stay here and apply the brake when ready.
Okay. Rebecca,
Rebecca.
don't screw up, okay?
No.
I won't.
Wait, I need that card, don't I? Yeah. Give me that card. Any other items? Yes, why not?
Yo, bro, I'm so confused.
I know, right? It's only an hour into the game and we already have a countdown? What is this, Countdown Vampires? Cal, can you quote that? Oh no, not Edward. Cal's all about that Lee Chussie.
Edward! No.
No, Edward. Girl, we don't have time for this.
Stop! Don't come any closer!
Listen, it's what Edward would have wanted. Edward had it written in his will that he wanted his head to explode. Oh, for fuck's sake. Get out of here. We got 2.5 minutes to figure this shit out. $36. Oh no. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. 1, 1, 1, 3.
This is Rebecca. I have engaged the control device for the brake. Over.
Goddamn math.
Roger, I'll put the brake on now.
That's the spookiest thing about this game. The math. 81. Ah, shit. 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63, 72, 80, 81. Yeah. I may be stupid, but I'm not that stupid. Good to be not that stupid. Just realized the kitty is in my room. She's bound to get up to mischief in a minute. As kitties do.
A man of culture, I see.
Hal loves men of culture, especially when they're leech men of culture.
Rebecca? Rebecca!
I'm here.
Are you alright? Hey, you managed to stop the train.
Yes, we managed.
We managed, Cal.
Way out.
Now this is where literally every goddamn item in the game fucking shows up. All of our shit from the train. Most of it we don't really need, since, you know, infinite ammo. But some of it we do need. Or it would be nice to have. And Billy's inventory should be full. Because of course it is. Okay, that's a knife. I don't give a shit about the knives. I do care about the herbs. The herby derbies. We have first aid sprays. Where the fuck is the handgun ammo that we had? So I can just group it all up into one convenient pile that I will just conveniently ignore for the rest of time. Unless, of course, it didn't spawn everything. Is this the map button? No. No, it is the map button. Yeah, okay, so we lost out on some items, I suppose. Oh, well. It doesn't fucking matter. It literally doesn't matter. I guess there's only a limited amount of shit that they could bring. But more importantly, it looks like we lost out on the ink ribbons, so that's actually pretty upsetting. Granted, there's going to be plenty of other ink ribbons, but, you know, I don't like leaving behind Ink's ribbons, dude. Pour one out for Ink's ribbons. Let's see here. Unless they somehow wound up somewhere else. I didn't realize that they would despawn some items if you didn't have them. If I knew, I would have lumped everything together better. Again, not that we need it, but I want it.
The Umbrella Research Center?
Cal, you will love Umbrella Research. That's why they call you Umbrella Research Cal.
The first general manager, Dr. James Marcus.
Who on earth are those people?
She's just a rookie, a member of STARS.
What about the male?
I'm unfamiliar with him.
Attention. This is Dr. Marcus. Please be silent as we reflect upon our company motto.
That's so Michael Scott coded.
Breeds discipline. Discipline breeds unity. Unity breeds power. Power is life.
Who are you?
It was I who scattered the T-virus in the mansion. Needless to say, I contaminated the train, too.
What?
Revenge. On Umbrella.
Oh, Cal, now I realize why you thought this was Dead End, and it had the Chinese spy and the orbital laser. It's very easy to confuse Leechman, Opera Leechman, with Booba Tyrant.
10 years ago, Dr. Marcus was murdered by Umbrella. You helped them, didn't you?
Yeah, all right. Cal, you don't remember the Booba Tyrant? Hold, please. This is important. Resident Evil Morpheus Tyrant. All right. Okay. So this is Morpheus. He's the main bad guy of Resident Evil Dead Aim. And shortly after the game begins, he gets injected with some form of virus, and he becomes Booba Tyrant, which is basically like a tyrant, but it has boobs, and his feet turn into heels. No, it's because to me Resident Evil is just this pile of bizarre plot lines with Leon lying on top posing seductively. Yeah, basically. Also, this franchise kind of has a plethora of dropped plot lines. It is a little easy to get them confused. Just like it's a little easy to get... forget that certain characters exist, because there's so many characters who are just introduced and unceremoniously dropped by the next game. What do you mean, dude? Let me drop it. Give me that ink ribbon. Anyways, Cal, you love Booba Tyrants. Cal, would you peg the Booba Tyrant? What is this? Machine gun ammo! I haven't even found the machine gun, dude. This game is just like, LOL, here, have more machine gun. Like, at the very least, it is really convenient that the game indicates and showcases each and every single item that is on the map and in every room that you leave it in. But it still is a little tedious. Typewriter. Yes. Cal, you love typewriters. That's why they call you Typewriter Cal. Oh, wait a minute. What the fuck am I doing? I don't need this goddamn hook shot. Get it out of my inventory. It takes up 2 slots. There's other aid spray out of my inventory, too. It takes up too many slots. So we get a better gun for Billy. He's sticking with... What do you mean, dude? He's sticking with his hunting rifle. Can I leave it here? No. Oh, fuck you. Fine, whatever. We'll carry the stinky first aid spray. I don't know if this game's ranking system judges you on the number of first aid sprays you use. Some of them do. Some of them don't. The ranking system is consistently inconsistent between entries. Leechman, are you in here taking a poop? I remember this is the bathroom, and occasionally Leechman will be in here, and he'll start playing his violin. Because he was taking a poop. Hey, give me that. Give me that herb. Cal, what would you do if Leechman was on your front lawn taking a poop? Hey, get out of here! Bad Leechman. Oh, shit. It's the other thing, too. After Leechman takes enough damage, he, like, explodes and then walks over to you and explodes again and does damage. I mean, I'm assuming his D is made of leeches. I don't know. I have not looked at Leechman's genitals. Although it would be really strange if he was made of leeches, but then just had an actual dick. So, does he have the only dick that sucks you back? Cal, can you quote that? Get away from me. These are the questions that keep us up at night, chat. We want answers. And unfortunately, we're not getting any. Oh, I do remember that at one point we have to play as Billy to rescue Rebecca. And we should swap the Magnum over to Billy at some point. Oh no! Yeah, I'm just not gonna touch it. I'm not gonna touch it, chat. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. What do you got? You ain't got shit? Fuck you. I think the last time I streamed this, it was with the Wesker mode. That was, exclusive to this version of the game. Where it replaces Billy with Wesker. And it gives Rebecca a Wesker-themed outfit. You know, as much as I clown on these Team Star Melvins, I would rock the fuck out of that kid's outfit. That's gotta be Lee. That's a Lee quote, if I ever heard one. Incidentally, the new Pokemon game comes out this week. I know Greedy's gonna be streaming it eventually. I unfortunately won't be able to stream it until who knows fucking when, because I don't have the money for it, obviously. Also back to GHOUL. I can only hope that Nintendo doesn't do a ridiculous amount of stupid FOMO shit. But who are we kidding, chat? This is Nintendo and the Pokemon Company. They're 100% doing FOMO shit. They always do FOMO shit. Because Nintendo and the Pokemon Company are shitty fucking companies. Yeah, and I hate it. Genuinely, truly, without fail, I have nothing but contempt for the way Nintendo handles content within Pokemon. And that the way they make it FOMO, and it's like, LOL, oh, you didn't buy the game at launch and or play it explicitly within the first few months of release. You're missing out on content forever. It's really shitty. At the very least, Coolio, at the very least, with the DS and Game Boy Advance era, with the stupid FOMO shit, you could use a Game Shark or a Game Genie or an Action Replay to basically just give yourself the mystery gift in question, like the because all of that stuff was built into the game itself. It had no online component, right? Whereas now, in current year, it's all tied online. Like, that's not to excuse Nintendo, but at least there were, like, workarounds and everything like that. But this shit, I hate it. Like, I got Pokemon Brilliant Diamond years after it came out, only to realize, oh, hey, there's content that I'm never able to actually access. This is fine. This is legal. This is not shitty at all. All because I didn't have the foresight and or the money to buy it day one. Or within like the first 6 months of release. And I'm sure there are people out there who will continue to simp for Big Papa Nintendo and try to justify Nintendo's shitty business decisions. And their anti-consumer practices. I've already seen them do that to justify why there's no cloud saves in Pokemon games. And my response to that is, eat my ass, you fucking shill. Yeah, but if there's cloud saves, people could duplicate Pokemon. Yeah, you know what also would happen if there were cloud saves? I wouldn't have lost every fucking Pokemon I caught in Pokemon Scarlet because of the fucking fire. Regulations for trainees. Training facility mission. This training facility will raise a new generation of model employees to serve the future of Umbrella Corps. Applying the strictest, most rigorous training standards, this facility will, without regard for gender, race, or creed, produce only the best candidates to be the future global leaders of Umbrella Corp. It's good that Umbrella's not racist or sexist. We look forward to the development of your leadership qualities. Training facility guidelines. Discipline, obedience, unity. These 3 words are the basic principles which govern Umbrella Corp employees and are to be considered the law of this facility. Keep these words in mind at all times. Devote yourselves to your training and bring honor to yourselves and the corporation. James Marcus, Director, Umbrella Corporation Management Training Facility. Yeah, exactly. Like, look, it is like, it may be a fraction of the gaming populace who would use cloud saves to duplicate Pokemon. That's not worth everybody else fucking suffering because of it. It's not. It genuinely isn't. And you know what? The people will find a way anyway. The amount of duplicated, cheated Pokemon that flood the Nintendo Switch Pokemon games is literally absurd. There's an entire gray market for selling cheated Pokemon. There's an entire market for it that Nintendo has created because of this fucking system. Yep, that's another thing too. So many people lost their Pokemon just transferring to Switch 2, even though it shouldn't have been a thing. It's like, come on, Nintendo, what the fuck? Security system is locked. Please insert system disk. System disk is required to release the system. Like, it's not hard. Nintendo has cloud saves. Nintendo could implement cloud saves into Pokemon, but they don't because they're petrified of the small, minuscule minority of players that would duplicate. And you know what? Fuck it. The competitive scene doesn't work without a hacked Pokemon. Genuinely, who gives a singular fuck about duplicating Pokemon? Exactly. The only people who give a shit about duplicating Pokemon are fucking Melvins. Like, it's dumb. I don't give a shit about duplicating Pokemon. I don't give a fuck at all. It's stupid. This shit is stupid. Just go the more fucking consumer-friendly route. Competitive Pokemon is like fighting game, except every time you want to change your character, it takes 40 hours. The only people who use real Pokemon in competitive are the people who can pay somebody else to raise their Pokemon for you. Yeah, basically. It's fucking idiotic. I lost my entire Pokemon Scarlet save, including all the shit that was available to players within the first 6 to 8 months or whatever of release. And it's like, great. Thank you, Nintendo. I am so glad that your anti-consumeristic practices resulted in me losing data because my house happened to fucking burn down. Candle was burnt out. It's really shitty. I hate it. You know what's also funny too, Emu? Animal Crossing doesn't support cloud saves. Officially. Because Animal Crossing, as it turns out, actually makes internet backups of your save. And you have to go through this process of contacting Nintendo for them to tell you exactly how to do it, and I don't remember the specifics. But in actuality, anybody could actually do it. Anybody can back up, anybody can just like handle or re-download their Animal Crossing save. I don't know if there's like a limit on how many times you can download it, but still, fucking Animal Crossing. The game where the game that is infamous for Nintendo also being anti cloud save, anti save copying, because they're like, we don't want players to duplicate anything.
Come on.
It fucking has some sort of save backup system. It's idiotic. And similarly, Nintendo also releases buggy, unfinished messes of games. Because Pokemon Diamond is kind of riddled with bugs that makes collecting all the Pokemon a pain in the ass. And you know, also, of course, Scarlet's launch was a fucking tire fire. It's absurd. Nintendo easily could make even more fucking goddamn money and continue to be anti-consumer with fucking DLC shit. And instead they're like, you know what, how about if we leave all this money on the table and just continue to do FOMO? I know it's not going to happen, but I do genuinely, sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, hope that the next mainline Pokemon game sales are much lower than average due to the shitty fucking state that Scarlet was in. So Nintendo can learn a fucking lesson and Game Freak can learn a fucking lesson. It's not gonna happen. But a boy can dream. Wow, dude, you're actively hoping for a game to flop? If it means that they stop releasing fucking buggy, unfinished pieces of shit, yes. Get out of here. Does that make me an asshole? Maybe. I don't care though. I spent $60 in the game and it fucking was barely functional. Notice to all staff. This document is very old. Much of the writing is unreadable. Regular meetings of the vaccine research and infectious agents teams will be held. Both meetings are security level 5 and will be held in the following locations. First floor, West Operations Control Room. Second floor, Southeast Meeting Room. The entry code shall be 815. Thank you. I mean, that's also usually the mentality too, Coolio. Somebody just goes, well, it doesn't affect me. And that's also kind of like that's the mentality that a lot of people have too, whenever like somebody brings up that something's buggy or broken or whatever. Well, I didn't run into anything, therefore the game is fine. It's like, you can point out that you didn't run into everything without sounding like a condescending prick about it, you know? Oh, I know, Jer. And it's upsetting. And they're already talking about releasing the PlayStation 6 in 2027. Even though this entire console generation has been an absolute fucking joke. Oh yeah, I know what you meant, Coolio. I'm just making a broad generalization about Pillix, the fucking Nintendo simps who will endlessly shill for Big Papa Nintendo. Endlessly. All right, I need to go over there. Yeah, no, you good, Coolio. You're a sensible lad. Everyone in chat, as far as I'm aware, are sensible lads and lasses, and are cute and or handsome and or both.
That really rustles my jimmies.
Good. Yes, it's fair. Okay. No!
I'll go check over there.
Yeah.
Gimme. It was very silly. I very much hate it. And I look forward to learning about what FOMO shit I'm going to be missing due to being unable to purchase the new Pokemon game. It's going to be incredible. Thank you, Nintendo. Unless they learned their lesson. They didn't. They most certainly didn't. Yeah, bad bird. Nintendo learning a lesson? Gimme. Oh, they'll 100%. Dumbasses will 100% brag that. I'm just like, I don't give a fuck if it can do 4K 60 hertz. That's allegedly what the PS5 is supposed to do, and I don't give a shit about that either. What I give a shit about are the fucking games, of which there are barely any. And the few that do come out are pretty fucking buggy, and or they're just remasters and or remakes of shit that I already own. That doesn't need a remaster and or remake. Like, why did Horizon Zero Dawn get a remaster? It's a PlayStation 4 game. It can be played on modern hardware. Why did The Last of Us get a remake? That is a PlayStation 3 game that was remastered. Gino says they would if people would stop buying shit. That may be true, but it also might not be true. Because remember, studios and ghouls are fucking idiots. And they will always usually take the wrong lesson away. See also Capcom, with me playing a Capcom game, using the frequent mentality, well, you know, if you want a new Darkstalkers, you just have to buy this brand new port of a game we've already released 6 times before or whatever. And people are like, "No, I'm good. I already have those games. Why would I want to purchase it again?" like for the third or fourth or fifth time. And then Capcom goes, oh, I guess there's no interest in Darkstalkers because people didn't fucking buy this new remaster. And a lot of studios use that mentality. Oh, you didn't buy this remaster of something? That means nobody wants the franchise, therefore we're not gonna fucking make a new entry. Oh shit. Can I leave without getting booty blasted? No. Okay. Fuck. I need to give Billy the gun. The Magnum, I mean. Backtrack we go, unless I've goofed it and we can't go back down. Which is also entirely possible. Yeah, the PS4 Pro also allegedly could do that. It's also really funny too, Jir, because, you know, there's the PlayStation 5 Pro, which allegedly, you know, runs games better. And then there's instance after instance where it's been proven that the PlayStation 5 Pro runs games worse. No! Oh well. Yet Sony wants you to spend $700 to $800 on an upgraded version of the PlayStation 5 that actually runs games worse, while also increasing the price of the console year after year after year. This is the only console generation that I'm aware of where they just keep increasing the price of the fucking console. It's supposed to go down in price. And people are already talking about how excited they are for the PlayStation 6. It's genuinely, truly some of the most baffling shit. I am flabbergasted. Jeer, I'm flabbergasted. I'm also pretty much in that camp, probably, Coolio. Probably. I am a slut for tech. Like, I love new tech. I love new consoles. Even though I know that buying a console on launch day is a pretty stupid idea. But I buy it for the potential. At least that's how I see it. That's how I try to rationalize it to myself. And, you know, it's fun to get new stuff. But based off of this console generation and based off of how everything has been going, I really don't think I have any interest in the PlayStation 6. Granted, it's easy for me to say that considering the fact that, you know, I'm poor and I don't have a job, due to the state of the industry. And I wouldn't be able to afford one anyway. But even hypothetically, if I did have a job, buying a PlayStation 6 at this point, after 5 years of the worst console generation we have had, by far. Haha, Pepto-gasted, haha. There's really no point. There's no point. I mean, the Switch 2, it is too early to tell, but admittedly, right now, the offerings are weak. If I did have the money, I probably would get a Switch 2, because Donkey Kong. But then I probably would ultimately regret it in the long run, given the fact that, you know, modern gaming is a fucking hellscape. That said, I'm sure as shit not spending $80 on a fucking video game, so Mario Kart World can suck a fart out of my ass. And any video game that launches for a default base version of a game that launches for $80 can suck a fart out of my ass, and I'm not fucking spending $80 goddamn dollars. No! Off of me. It's the principle of the matter, god damn it. God damn it. But Donkey Kong does look a lot of fun. But everything else is just Switch 1 ports. It's either Switch 1 ports or shit that's been readily available on other platforms for years. And I get it. I get it. I truly... I get it. Yeah, I get it. You know, it's easier to bring your old shit out, especially because there will be the subset of gamers who have never, ever played these games before, you know? So you'll have people who did not have access to PlayStation or Xbox consoles or PC going, ooh, Yakuza 0 Director's Cut? I'm game. Or Cyberpunk 2077? Oh, I want that. But for me, and I think the average person, most of that, unless you're like really gung-ho about the idea of a portable version of your favorite game, and you don't have a Stream Deck or Stream Deck equivalent, don't really give a shit. At least that's my theory, anyway. I don't give a shit. Then again, I also don't play Switch games in handheld mode, really. No, we're not talking about 6-year-olds. We're talking about there's actually a sizable chunk of people who want to be able to play their favorite games in on a handheld device. Grown adults, teenagers, for the sake of convenience, being able to game anywhere, like, you know, not having to sit at a desk or sit at on a couch. They could just like lay back in their bed with like a Stream Deck or a Switch 2 and play like Cyberpunk or whatever. A lot of people, especially with the Stream Deck, they like the cloud save functionality of being able to play it on their computer and then transfer the save over to their Stream Deck and pick up their playthrough over there. That is also how my Switch is, Jer. 99.999% of the time, my Switch is docked. And usually the only time I ever undock my Switch, it's because I'm moving it. I don't really ever play games in handheld mode. I nothing against handheld games, because there are plenty of great handheld games. It's just as I've gotten older, I personally find it a lot more difficult to concentrate on and play a game in a smaller screen. And like laying back in my bed to play a game in handheld mode, I know some people find it to be comfy. I just don't, and it feels uncomfortable, and I'm just not into it. So my Switch is just docked, and if I got a Switch 2, it also would be docked. Pick it up, please. Becky! Thank you. Facility key. Oh no. I don't know why there's a giant centipede, but you know, whatever. Hey, you cut it out. Okay, goodbye. You fucking nerd.
I can't stop watching this.
Are you all right?
Yes, thank you.
Alright. Need to do a quick BRB, see in a few.
Bro really chose violence.
Alright, we back, baby. Hey. Equip that shotgun. Hey, thanks. You cute fuck. Yeah, we'll keep the Magnum on Billy since there is another instance where Billy and Rebecca get separated and Billy has to save Becky. But I do remember, if I remember correctly, there's also a section where Rebecca is the only one playable and Billy disappears. So we're going to have to swap the Magnum back to her after the other thing happens. Oh, fuck you. Get out of my way. What do you mean, dude? Yeah, we're gonna play it by ear about how, if we're breaking this up into 2 parts or not. 2 streams. If we can clear out the entirety of the game today, though, then we can dive into Resident Evil 4 tomorrow, which will be neat. There's also going to be a brief deviation from Resident Evil Legacy on Thursday, because that's when Skin Freak drops, and I should be getting a code for that. I also have a few other pending requests on various key websites, so, you know, of course, if we get a code for something there, we have to do a brief pivot. But so far, viewers have increased a fair bit, and I'm really happy about that, so thank you all for watching. If we hit an average at 10 viewers, I might actually get a key for Chronos. And then can experience what Bloober Team has to offer and probably be really disappointed. Ugh. Really? There we go. Oh no, shotgun shells. I don't need this. No! Fuck. Assistant Director's Diary, September 2nd. Useless bunch of trainees as always. Where does headquarters find these idiots? We did get a couple of decent ones though, so I can't complain, I guess. William and Albert. They might have a future. September 25th. Scholar Will, Practical Al. They really are opposites. They're always competitive in everything they do. There's something ruthless and cruel about them both. October 7th. Got a sudden call from the director. It was to tell me to encourage a rivalry between those two. It's the first time since this training facility was built that Dr. Marcus has ever shown interest in anything other than his research. Well, whatever, orders are orders. I'm going to have them tearing at each other's throats. Oh no, not Albert. Don't I need to move that over here? I think I do. Billy!
I'll go check over there.
Yeah.
I already did that, Siri, but thank you. Seems to be something here. Iron Needle, dude? Jeer, you love Iron Needles. That's why they call you Iron Needle Jeer.
This way.
Roger.
The next fire door is downstairs, but I think we can use this key. Iron Needle? I don't know.
Green flag.
I might break this up anyway and do like a break once we finish the training facility. So I can like get some food, get a nap. I was up until 5 in the morning last night working on the thing. It's going much slower than I wanted, but it is starting to kind of come together, which is nice. I have a lot more audio to record. Probably got to record a lot more B-roll. Learning how to do this shit as I go. Okay, we don't need to use that there. It's the water door. Okay. Double check. Just to see how it's broken up chunk-wise. Training facility, the basement, laboratory, factory, treatment plant. Okay, maybe after the basement we'll break. I think that's technically part of the training facility, though.
Oh, that's cute.
But if that's the case, then I'll be back later tonight with more. Because I really do want to start 4 tomorrow. 4 we're definitely not doing in one day. That's going to be at least 2 streams, maybe 3. Depends on how progress goes. And we're not doing separate ways either. We're saving separate ways for January. Yay! Get out of here. Lighter fluid. Anything? I don't think so. Refrigerator. Five, though, we might be able to knock out in one sitting. Maybe. 6? Fuck no. 6 is too long. Six might be 4 sittings. Because the game is way too goddamn long. I think even if you rush it, it can be like 20 hours. I think. 7 can probably be done in one sitting. Village, probably not. Resident Evil Remake for sure. Resident Evil 2 Remake for sure. Resident Evil 3 Remake, I've done it in one sitting before. My first playthrough on hardcore, which was like 9 hours. I could probably do it considerably faster with the infinite weaponry and shit like that. 4 remake, no. New. Mean. Yay. But we'll just see how everything plays out with today. Oh no. Basic bitch grenades, I don't give a shit about. Filing cabinet is in a state of total disarray, but there doesn't seem to be anything of interest. I don't know if I'd really call that a filing cabinet, my guy. I think I'd call it a bookshelf. The Good Book? Or The Book of Good. It's Jeer's favorite book. Something inside. Thanks, Wind. Wind just shut my door. I think we're also looking for a devil wing, though. No. No. It's off balance. Okay, we don't have the facility key. So we gotta use the iron needle for something. Yeah. And the card for something. There's a locked door over there. Is that a water door? We don't have the water key anymore. Part of me thinks I might have missed something somewhere. Which is entirely possible. I'm just kind of blindly going through. Door is locked, but there doesn't seem to be a keyhole anywhere. Part is engraved with an image of a clock. Oh, here we go. What? Fuck you. Get off me. Hey, thanks. It's kind of dangerous, Rebecca, but, you know, you do you, girl.
Is this AI?
No. Thank God. The day they use AI-generated content in a Resident Evil game is the day I'm just going to break down in tears. Very old fireplace. There's only a small trace of ash left. Gotta be something else to use the lighter on, right? Right? Locked. Keyhole. Clock. Alright, so there's a clock that we have to use this iron needle on, but I don't remember where it is. I thought it was in here. Oh, goddamn fatigue, dude. Grandfather clock appears to be broken. It's stopped ticking. No. Water motif. Knight's swords firmly bar access to the door. Firmly, you say. To shreds, you say. Bunch of shit. There's something Billy can do in here. Or maybe this is where the clock was. I don't know. Ammo. Oh, here we go. Solidly built clock. Minute hand is missing from the dial. Yes. Yay. We'll hit up that one first because it's closer. Oh no! One more for good measure. A verse of poetry. The moon bows to the earth swears loyalty to the sun, and the great law of the sun governs all things. This itself is the keystone, pointer to glory. All our hands cannot open the door to the heavens. Sure, Jan. Thingy! Thingy. Give it to me. That's ammo. Over here's an herb. Can these be combined? No. You're stupid. You're a stupid idiot. How dare you think that these things could be combined? Oh, wait a minute! I think Leechman, like, doesn't explode if you kill him with flames. So it might be better off to swap Becky out from the, shotgun. And give her the, flame grenades. I might do that. Microfilm projector. Sure loves microfilm. Just realized I was muted again. Lovely. Okay. Now loading. Access complete. Release system activated. Please enter the passcode 0A. There's no input device nearby.
Let's split up.
Okay.
6, and this should be A. Oh my god. We've done it. We've saved the city. A grenade launcher. There it is. It started storming. It was supposed to be raining here today. I think it maybe rained for all of 5 seconds when I was sleeping. I love the rain.
Let's regroup.
Okay.
Oh, coolio. I did manage to get my duplicate Evelyn. So, at least there's that. Thank you. It may not be the wisest decision. Because, you know, it was a guarantee for the next S. But Evelyn is bae. And I wanted her mildly upgraded. No response. Looks like it's not getting any power. Yeah, we need a battery. Isn't there a thing we gotta push out here? Oh wait, no, I think we gotta lower something from the roof? Something there, but you can't see it from here. Yeah, we gotta lower something from the roof to get that. Came in right under the wire, dude. Oh, that's where the other sword thing is. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, I'm starting to fade. Lychee boy.
I'll go.
Okay.
Okay. It's a chessboard. Coolio, you love chessboards. That's why they call you Chess Time Coolio. Yeah, I think we'll just, when we get to the end of the training facility, before we, like, right when we get access to the basement, I will, raid out. I probably shouldn't have gotten Orphe since I have no one to use her with, but I do what I want. Yeah, exactly. Do what you want, get who you want. Oh. No. Orphe could be cool. Seed would have been cool. The new characters that are coming with 2.3 could be cool.
Let's regroup.
Roger.
But, yeah. I gotta grind a bajillion goddamn dollars to get them. Inks ribbons, dude. Where'd that book spot? Oh, it was on the desk. The Book of Evil! Wait, there's something more here. Marcus's Diary 1, December 4th. We finally did it, the new virus. We call it Progenitor. I want to carry it back and start detailed investigations immediately. March 23rd. Spencer says he's going to start a company. Well, I don't care as long as I can continue research into my virus. He can do what he likes. August 19th. Spencer keeps asking me to be the director of his new training facility. Maybe it's because of the business, but he's becoming intolerably pushy. But maybe I can turn this into my advantage. I need a special facility to properly explore all this virus's secrets. A place where no one will get in the way. November 30th. Damn that Spencer. He came to complain to me again today. He thinks of the virus as nothing more than a money-spinning tool. Fool. But if his influence continues to grow, it can only be bad for my research. If I'm going to properly develop the virus, I must strengthen my own position too. September 19th. At last. I've discovered a way to build a new virus type with it as the base. Mixing it with leech DNA was the breakthrough I needed. I call this new virus T for Tyrant. October 23rd. It's no good. I can't hope for real progress experimenting on mere rodents. Only humans can be a proper mammalian subject for experiments. Otherwise, I'll never make any real progress. November 15th. Someone seems to suspect something about my experiments, but perhaps it's just my imagination. Well, if anyone does get too close, they may find themselves unexpectedly assisting in my research. January 13th. At last they are ready, my wonderful leeches. Those of low intelligence, they will never have the privilege of tasting this sense of joy and satisfaction. Now, finally, I can move against Spencer. Soon I will control everything. January 31st. God damn it. The devices I set to protect my work have been disturbed. It appears someone came looking for the tea and the leeches. Fool. No doubt the work of Spencer's group. February 11th. Today I again found evidence of tampering around the entrance to the labs. If this is what they're after, I must find a suitable way to deal with them. Perhaps I should have William and Albert smoke out the pests. Those two are the only ones I trust, apart from my beloved leeches, of course. But Spencer, it wouldn't end there, would it? I will announce tea at the next director's meeting and collect my just rewards. Okay. We should have access to the basement now. And I'm really starting to fade. I did get like 5 hours of sleep, and I thought that would be enough, along with some caffeine, but it's clearly not. So we're going to go save the game. I'm going to raid out. And I'll hopefully be back in a few hours after a fat nap and some food. And then we can progress hopefully farther into the game and or complete it. That way we can start 4 tomorrow. Otherwise we'll just finish 0 tomorrow. Give me them inkies. Because I don't want to go too ham. Because I want to get this goddamn video thing done. Is that another inky? It is! More inkies! Coolio, you love inkies. Typewriter. Loading content. Yes. Alright. Wish I wasn't so fucking exhausted. I'm gonna send y'all on over to Doomed Prinny, who is currently dating everything. Hopefully I can be back later today. Radiscore, thank you so much for the raid. And Neo, thank you so much for the raid. Y'all take care of yourselves, stay safe, be excellent to each other, and hopefully I can catch you all on the next stream. Ta-ta, farewell, goodbye!
Interesting.